हमारे साथ यहाँ मंच पर छात्र नेता मौजूद हैं। रोहन मीरपुरी को मैं आवाज देना चाहूंगी। 3rd ईयर लॉ के स्टूडेंट हैं। आप मुंबई से आते हैं। रोहन मीरपुरी को सुनते हैं आज के विषय पर। रोहन।
By education, I mean that training and excellence from youth upwards that makes a man passionately desire to be a perfect citizen and to obey and to rule with justice. This is the only education that fits the name. These are the words of the great Greek philosopher Plato, which according to me aptly describe what I believe to be education. A very good morning to one and all present here today. My topic for the day is innovative education empowering the youth. Which brings us to our next question, what is youth empowerment? I would like to quote the 32nd President of the United States of America, Franklin D. Roosevelt, who said, "We may not build the future for our youth, but we can definitely build our youth for the future." And that's what youth empowerment is all about. And such empowerment can only be achieved through innovative education. This is not to say that the current education is not necessary, but my contention is that there is a difference between what is necessary and what is sufficient. And education as it is today may be necessary, but it is sadly and certainly not sufficient. So what are these innovations? Education needs to be skill-based. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Education needs to be based on CTRI, creativity, thinking, research, and innovation. These need to be the pillars of education. Further, we must incorporate technological advancements to expand the reach of education today. But the most important innovation is personalized education, because one size never fits all. If the government control on certain vital aspects of education is to be relaxed, this will lead to an explosion of new and innovative courses directed towards various types of learners. All said and done, this is keeping in mind today's scenario. But soon this scenario will change. And that is why the most important aspect that the education system needs to incorporate is that it must be dynamic, so that the best of our todays will be the worst of our tomorrows. In conclusion, keeping in mind Swami Vivekananda's principles, I have written a small poem on this topic. Education molds our mind and makes us who we are. It gives to our thought the required stability and power. To empower the nation, we must empower the youth first. Give them the knowledge they need to quench their thirst. Test the knowledge and not the memory of the lot, because knowledge once gained can never be forgot. But what is in the memory with time will fade, and that is something no one can evade. To empower the nation, we must build young minds, and the answer to this in education one finds. But the hands of the clock change as per the hour, and stagnant education can impart no power. Innovations are needed, and needed soon at that, because the evils in our country have grown too fat. But we too must strive to achieve and strive to be great, because it's not only education, but our determination that will control our fate. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया रोहन। और अब रोहन का यहाँ अभिनंदन करेंगे हम। भारतीय छात्र संसद के इस युवा होनहार नेता का स्वागत अभिनंदन हमारे इस मंच से। उम्मीद है उनके विचार अब आगे तक वो लेकर जाएंगे और जिस सशक्तिकरण यूथ की बात कर रहे हैं उसको खुद से आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
अब कुछ बात करेंगे।